we're here with the fabulous John Noble, who you all know plays Dr. Walter Bishop. First of all, let's talk about your character. What do you like most about playing Walter Bishop?
Bishop's like a gift of a character, really. It's like playing about 8 characters rolled up in one, and having time to sort of as it's a series, I get time to sort of develop him over a long period of time. So it's like a gift character for any actor, really.
Let's talk about your relationship with your son,
Sure.
Josh Jackson, who plays Peter Bishop. When season 1 started, there was kind of distance between the two, and then as it went on, there's kind of sweet father-son relationship builds.
J.J. Abrams was particularly keen to do a father-son, and so he conceived of this idea. But then there was a chemistry between myself and Josh Jackson, and given that opportunity, we sort of picked it up and ran with it. And we do spend a lot of time talking about getting it right and trying to do something that maybe isn't done too often, on television anyway. That is to do a depth relationship that's got a lot of truth in it. So we take it awfully seriously, Josh and I, and as we continue to develop it, it'll go through some very black periods, there's no question, because we revealed in season 1 that probably Peter is a stolen child. We sort of revealed that. Well, that's got to be faced, and Peter has to know about it, then has to go through whatever emotions he goes through and deal with Walter, and then at the end of which we hope they will rebuild a relationship stronger than before.
Season 1 ended where we saw the parallel universe. Yeah. Leonard Nimoy stepped out as Mr.
This
Bell.
So cool, wasn't it? What an ending.
Very cool.
Fortunately, those last few episodes were so powerful that gave us a great launching pad for season 2. We come in now with our viewers already knowing that we deal with parallel universes, already knowing that both Peter and Olivia have been through hell as a result of something that Walter did, already knowing that we have this pattern of things and that there's going to be a war between We've talked about these things. There's so many things we've talked about. So we don't have to explain a lot of things anymore to our audience. We can just bounce on to our stories with that mythology sitting behind us. I think we'll always have the levity created simply by Walter being who he is, and having characters like Astrid Jessica, who's a wonderful comedian, and Josh Jackson in particular, who's a very funny guy. And then, of course, the mock serious, broils and all those characters who are just a little tongue-in-cheek sometimes. There's a lot of humour in the company.
Jeff Pinkner said at Comic-Con of Season 2 that a war is coming.
The war we deal with here, which whether you look at it in a realistic or a metaphorical sense, has been established in the first season when we had the ZFK, the manifesto that says if you consider breaking the rules of nature, basically, if you attempt to cross dimensions, break the rules of nature and you'll pay a cost. Well, that's kind of a pretty profound statement. What we do is take it into a literal sense of interdimensional travel. That if you do that, there will be hell to pay. So we have to prepare, and that's what Walter in his wisdom some years ago had started to prepare people like Olivia for. We know that crossing dimensions is very few people can actually sustain it. We know that William Bell is in the other dimension, but we'll find that he can't get back. So Olivia can. She's unique. And we need to be prepared to preserve the sanctity of our version of the natural world.
The show deals with very dark topics. Yeah. So the atmosphere on set, obviously you have to lift that atmosphere.
It's not dark in there.
No. Tell me about that, because I've read that there's a lot of pranks go on.
Particularly in the lab. The lab is the most macabre place if you were to take it seriously with dead bodies and animals scurrying around all the place.
And the cow.
Jean's
not
marvellous.
Forgetting Jean.
And who never misses a cue, by the way. She's a very stroppy girl. She just carries on, and then suddenly the cameras are on and she's perfect. What a cue. She's a star. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. And we deliberately keep it that way. That helps everybody. It helps us go through what are massive days in that lab, and keeps the crews happy, and then we do better work. That's really deliberate, but also makes life so much more exciting.
Exciting things in Season 2 we should be looking forward to.
You should indeed, and thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Thank you, John. Brilliant.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.